They actually, when they were, because I joined in before launch. So basically, the kicker is my sister was making this snack for her husband, my brother-in-law, because he had a chocolate addiction and he was eating, a lot of sugary chocolates and it was making him crash in the afternoon. So she used plant-based ingredients and created some darker chocolate that was actually just higher in antioxidants, is better for you, and gave it to him for 2 years prior to Midday Squares. So it was just a hobby snack. And then when they wanted to do something together, they were looking at different industries and food was both their passions. And they originally started with overnight oats as one of the products, and they realized they could make something better. Then they received a report from one of my brother-in-law's cousins from a big company that showed that real chocolate, so darker chocolate, so our chocolate's 87%, it's dark chocolate, was growing at like 40+% year over year. And that vegan protein, so plant proteins, were growing at like 30+% year over year. Those are two massive categories of growth. And then it clicked in my brother-in-law's head, oh my God, you're making a baby of these two massive categories. Let's use this as the product. Then they approached me and they're like, we have this delicious product, it's ready to go. We know that you love to make noise. You tell a great story. You know how to get attention.
Wait, hold on. But before you enter into the business, so Les is your sister, right? And Nick is your brother-in-law. And they're married, obviously. Yeah. So she was. It's a strange concept to me. She was just making chocolate bars in her kitchen. Is that normal? I'm not a big chocolate guy, to be honest. So
I'm actually a candy guy, like you. But yes, she was making it like it didn't look the same, but it was like higher in sugar. It was a little different. It was less commercialized.
I've never heard of someone just making chocolate at their house.
She loved experimenting. So she would get ingredients from South America. She would try all these things. And she was a real big foodie. She had a lot more time on her hands to do it. And then he would bring it to his office. He had a software company at the time and then he sold it. But they would freak for it. The whole team would eat it. And they were like, this is unbelievable. Tell Leslie to keep making these products. And then when I tried it, again, I don't like dark chocolate. Yeah. I started to like it. I was like, this is weird. I was like, I'm usually a milk chocolate dude. I like this. And that's when I said to them, I said, I don't really want to join the company because they asked me to join as a third partner. I said, the reason why I don't want to join is because if you go to the grocery store, there's 30 to 40,000 products on a shelf. Go to Target, go to Walmart, go to anywhere.
Especially in the chocolate section.
Yeah. There's so many brands. And I said, the one thing that didn't connect with me was that when you go to the store, you walk the aisles, the fridges, nothing felt emotionally connected to myself. But when I go to a clothing store, or when I go to a cosmetic store and watch my girlfriend in there, there's like an emotional connection where people are obsessed with the brands. Mm-hmm. People have this community feel. I felt food didn't have that. So I was like, that's a good and a bad thing. But I said from a bad standpoint, it's like, it doesn't seem so fun to go into this industry and make noise in it because it's like, it's still archaic in my opinion. There was like some brands that were doing a great job. So I said to them, you know what? Actually, this is an opportunity. If we can make noise, build that emotional connection in the grocery store with the consumer, then we could do something extremely different and win at a very high level, especially with chocolate. Yeah. Take chocolate, you take storytelling, you put it on social media in a very emotionally formatted way. You could build a fan base, right? Instead of customers, you're building fans. And that's when I pitched them before signing the contract as the third partner. I said, we're going to create a reality show on entrepreneurship. We're going to take cameras and we're going to keep them rolling 24/7 in our personal lives, in our business lives, and we're going to show the good, the bad, the ugly. So I mean like therapy sessions, breakdowns, legal battles.
I see you guys crying on the internet.
And that's real. That's not even bullshit. Yeah. So like what's cool about it is that idea was like, at first then they were like, they're introverts and they're like, hell no, we're not getting on camera. I was like, listen, then I'm not joining because at the end of the day, I know the only way we're going to be able to blow it out is you need product market fit. That's the most important. But the second thing you need is how do you get the consumer's attention? You know this because you're a creator. You understand how storytelling works. You understand how that could build fandom. I said, why don't we do that as a CPG brand? And then we started rolling the cameras and our first hire was a videographer. And that started documenting the story. Today, we have over 50,000 videos of every moment that's happened from, like I said, legal battles to raising money to dealing with the retailers to having machines break down because we own our own manufacturing.
I've probably consumed, what would you call me? I watch from afar. I consume all your guys' content. I've probably seen all of your podcasts. I've gone back and watched all your YouTube videos because there's not a lot of brands that are doing what you're doing and it's very relatable to me, but I think it's very relatable to people because with what you said, people love these big conglomerate brands that have been around that they grew up on, but if they don't feel a connection to it, they don't have anything to connect to it because it's just this mysterious bear or
Just
logo
legacy.
or something. Yeah, it's like you just assume it's people in suits making this stuff.
What is going on, guys? I am Max Tuning, your host. I hope you enjoyed this little clip. If you want to see the full, magical, lovely episode, just click the link down in the description or search Don't Be Sour on your favorite podcast streaming service. And remember, thank you for tuning in.